Hey YouTube, welcome back to Cousin Vinny's Place. Have a seat, pour yourself a nice tasty beverage, and let's get to it. Tonight's topic, of course, is the FISA memo. As always, the email is in the video description. Please like and share this video as much as possible. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified of upcoming videos. So let's get to it. Excuse me. Okay. So the memo came out on Friday. First off, nothing really surprised me. I kind of suspected this all along, but this kind of confirmed it. Let's get into what the memo said. So Hillary Clinton and her campaign, through Fusion GPS, bought a dossier from a certain individual, a former MI5 agent named Steele. So they paid, I think, $10 to $12 million for this dossier. And Steele was a, like I said, he was a former MI5 agent. And he kind of made up a whole bunch of nonsense about Trump, okay? And that was what the dossier was about. As it turns out, according to the memo, and this is interesting, the FBI also paid Steele $160,000 for additional information outside of the dossier. So Clinton and her campaign through Fusion GPS paid between 10 and 12 million to Steele, but the FBI also paid $160,000 above and beyond that to Steele for additional information. The FBI then took this dossier and used it to obtain a FISA warrant. Now, for those of you that don't know what FISA is, it is the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, signed in 1979. And the government uses that when they suspect an American citizen of either being a foreign agent or is working in conjunction with a foreign power, okay? And they have to have probable cause to obtain a warrant to surveil this individual in the United States. So the FBI took this dossier that they knew was fake, and it's in the congressional testimony that they knew that it was fake. So they took this dossier to the FISA court to obtain a warrant, knowing it was fake. They also omitted to the court certain information that should have been, I believe the word is exculpatory. I had a hard time saying that. They didn't say that Hillary Clinton paid for the dossier. They didn't say that the FBI paid Steele an additional $160,000 on top of the dossier. They didn't say that they assumed that the dossier was false or that it wasn't corroborated. So they left this information out. And Andrew McCabe, one of the head FBI guys up there, testified in front of Congress that they would not have gotten a warrant but for the dossier. Now everybody's saying, well, he didn't say that, but everybody that was in the room said that he said it. So, I guess it's a he said, she said, unless we actually see the testimony. But I'm going to go with, from the information that we have so far, that's what he said. And the argument is, well, they only used 10% or they only used 80%. It doesn't matter if they used 1%. The fact of the matter is that they used a piece of evidence to obtain a warrant on a citizen of the United States that they knew was false. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's 1% or 10% or 80% or not. The percentage doesn't matter, okay? If you're in court, the judge will instruct the jury, listen, if you believe that even a little bit of a witness's testimony is fraudulent, you can infer that the entire testimony is fraudulent, okay? So the same holds in a federal court when you're obtaining a warrant. If you know that 10% of what you're submitting to the court is fraudulent, then the court can infer that everything's fraudulent. Okay? It's called fruit of the poisonous tree. Now, not only did they do this one time, and not only did they do it twice, they did it 4 times. They got the original warrant, and they did 3 extensions, and they have to do that every 90 days. Now, they used the same dossier to obtain the extensions. Now, you have to have probable cause each and every time. Okay? Now, here are the problems that I have with this entire fiasco. I don't know if the FISA judge asked the questions that I would ask, which is, has all this probable cause evidence been verified? Has it been substantiated? Has it been cross-referenced? Is it, does it pass a smell test? Who's this guy steal? What's his deal? Does he have an axe to grind? Okay? And if I'm granting an extension, why are you presenting the same dossier for the probable cause? You already had 90 days. Why would you need an extension? Show me what you've done so far. I mean, why do the same? Why use the same dossier for each warrant? I'm not 100% on that. Then come January of last year, of 2017, Comey himself said that he told the president-elect that the dossier was, quote, and I'm quoting this, salacious and unverified, in January of 2017. So, but the original warrant was done in October of 2016. So you submit a FISA application to a FISA judge, okay, that is, quote, salacious and unverified in October, and it's still the same way in January. When you tell the president-elect of the United States that the dossier is salacious and unverified. So if it's salacious and unverified in January, it's got to be salacious and unverified in October. It doesn't drop. You know what I'm saying? So right there, it's something's not stirring the Kool-Aid. Now, here's my problem with the FISA court. From 1979 until 2013, there have been over 35,000 requests for warrants. When I found out how many were denied, I lost my mind. I couldn't believe it. So out of over 35,000 requests, only 12 were denied. I'm going to repeat that. Over 35,000 FISA warrants were issued, okay? And only 12 were denied. From 1979 to 2013, only 12 were denied. Now, the only way I can look at this, and today's Tuesday, it's Tuesday evening, we still haven't heard a word from the FISA court. Not a word. And this troubles me because I'm assuming they watch the news. And if I'm the federal judge that issues these warrants, and there's information out there that somebody lied to me under oath, I'm going to be making a statement. I'm going to be coming out there and going, all right, you got to show cause why I don't throw your ass in jail. And I'm not hearing anything. Now I know everybody says, well, the FISA court's top secret, yada, yada, yada. Still, I got to believe these guys are pissed. Or they're complicit. or they're completely incompetent. Now, if they're incompetent or complicit, I got a serious problem. Another problem I have with the whole thing is there's no oversight. I mean, there's absolutely no oversight. The only way to get rid of these guys is impeachment, and the only way you could do it is to prove that, to prove that they were complicit. Which, good luck with that. So that's a problem I have, like with this whole scenario. I have a feeling that the Obama administration got its tendrils into every aspect of the government, including the FISA court. Now, people are going to say, and they're going to do some research, and they're going to find out that the judges are appointed by the Chief Justice of the United States, who they're going to say, well, he was appointed by George W. Bush, and that's fine. However, if you look at the decision that he rendered for the Obamacare law, I got a feeling Obama's got something on him. And you can't tell me that he probably didn't tell him, hey, listen, appoint this guy, appoint this guy, appoint this guy. Or, he's just a political animal, okay? I think anybody up in that level, when you get up to the, the federal judiciary, I think you just start to become a political animal, all right? And plus, the FISA court, absolute power corrupts absolutely. If you don't have any oversight, if nobody's looking over your shoulder, then, the temptation to do whatever you want is ridiculous. I mean, folks, listen, 35,000 requests, only 12 were rejected. That's a rubber stamp, it's like I said, you need oversight. So that's what the FISA memo is, pretty much. I'm waiting to see what happens. Supposedly the committee agreed to release the the counter memo to this from the minority leader. That's actually at the White House right now. The president's got 5 days to decide whether to redact or not release, or to release. Okay, he's got five days. Let's see what happens. I also understand there's more information coming about the State Department or whatever. Look, unless somebody gets arrested, this is probably just going to be the status quo. And so we have a problem. I think we need to contact our representatives in Washington and make our voices heard and understood that nobody's above the law. And if people broke the law, then they need to be held to account, and they need to go to jail, or they need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And if that means jail, great, it means jail. I mean, I'm sorry, and I don't care who the hell you are. All right? So I've got problems with the FISA court. I think they're complicit in this, or they judge shop like, they do every time, they go to the Ninth Circuit or whatever, and, because they know that they'll get a favorable result there. They probably judge shop this thing, and, like I said, I mean, the FISA court's over 99% approval. So that's my take on it. That's about it for tonight. This video is running a little long. Again, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I'm not sure what I want to do for the topic for the end of the week. It looks like we're going to avert a shutdown on economic grounds, but there still might be a shutdown with immigration and DACA. I don't know if that's going to happen. If that does happen, I'll probably do a video about that. Otherwise, I'm not sure what topic I want to get. So why don't you guys give me some suggestions, okay? Like I said, send me an email or put it in the comments. I would love to hear your suggestions for a topic. Otherwise, if I don't hear anything, I'm just going to just pick a topic at random, and I mean, it'll probably be at random, all right? But it'll be something pertinent that you guys will probably be interested in, all right? Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon, and God bless America. Thank you.